All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Four Pillar Sports. This is Randy. Joining me, of course, as always, is my brother. I almost called you Randy, too.
Whoa, bro.
My brother, Chris.
Dude, are you okay?
No.
You having a brain fart tonight?
Yeah. I was still a little messed up from our movie last night.
You too?
Yeah.
Dude, if you guys haven't seen it, you need to check out Civil War. That movie, it's going to scare you, but it's also going to make you think, man, like, what might happen, what could happen, how we should really think about changing our policies and the way we do things as of right now.
Yeah.
Because I think, as a country and as a world, we really need to step it up.
Right, and it's not a horror film. It's just intense.
It's very intense. It goes from one spot to the next, and you're like,
yeah, quite extreme throughout the whole thing.
yeah.
But let's dive into what we got to talk about in the sports world.
Yes, let's talk about sports, bro. That's what we're here for, right?
Yep, and it's all sports now because WWE is officially pro wrestling, no longer sports entertainment.
We don't want sports entertainment. We want pro wrestling.
That's right. So let's talk some pro wrestling.
Let's do it.
All right. So an unfortunate event happened this past Monday night. Rhea Ripley had to relinquish her title as women's world champion due to an injury and vicious attack caused by Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan. Yes, Liv Morgan.
I wanted to call her by her handle name. You only live once. It was throwing me off.
Hey,
again.
man.
But anyways, from her attack from the previous Monday night after WrestleMania.
Yeah, dude. Very sad to see this. But the cool thing about Rhea Ripley is she hasn't lost. So when she comes back, you better believe she's coming for that title, dude.
Well, let's not forget, though, we also know Finn Balor never lost the Universal title the first time either, but yet he really never got a shot back, so...
Yeah, but I think she's got a different drive about her.
Well, yeah.
She's not a Finn Balor, bro.
That's true. I'll give her that.
Finn Balor, I love you. I think you're amazing. But at the same time, it's like when you constantly let other people step over you.
Right.
No, man. No.
Right, absolutely.
I mean, I get trying to help your friends and doing all that, but at the same time, if you want to be in that main title picture, you got to really work for it.
Right.
And I believe that when Rhea comes back, it's all on me, dude.
Yeah.
So
in the meantime, though, who will step up this coming Monday night and will be the new women's world champion? I'm not even sure who the competitors are yet, but I mean, do we really count out Liv Morgan at this point?
do we count out Nia Jax?
True.
Do we count out Becky Lynch?
I was gonna say, do we count the man out yet? Because
I mean,
I haven't heard anything official about her going away or anything. So,
yeah.
I mean, come on now, could be her. I mean, there's a lot of quality women that have an opportunity to step up, or could it be? Well, no, she's on. Is she on SmackDown? Jade's on SmackDown, isn't she?
Yeah.
I was gonna say could be Jade, but then I forgot she's on SmackDown.
Unfortunately, yeah. I wish she was on Raw because I think the better talent is on Raw. I'm just gonna put
women-wise, yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see who steps up. I'm looking forward to how this is going to be crowned on Monday night. Hopefully we'll get more details and we'll be able to talk about it next week for a little bit. Though next week is going to be our NFL draft episode. It's going to be the whole entire thing. We're going to break down team needs and what we think should happen during the draft.
It's going to be fun, man. I'm looking forward to it. You know me. I love football. You love football. And
yeah.
The draft is just the start of it all, bro. It's the start of it. So
right.
It's going to be nice to be able to dive deep into that and see what happens.
Absolutely, man. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Should we do like a 2-week thing with it?
Well, we'll probably recap a little bit. It'll be probably be we'll maybe do half of it. Basically, will be a recap of what happened. I think half of that episode. So
I'd still like to see if we can make it to what was it, ViStar Arena for the draft day thing.
yeah, that'd be cool.
I'd like to see if we can do that on next Thursday. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
And to be able to take video and maybe even interview somebody would be sweet.
right, being awesome, we get that opportunity. All right, so next up, of course, this Friday on SmackDown, we'll have a #1 contender match. LA Knight and AJ Styles will face off once again in a rematch from WrestleMania. This time for the opportunity to challenge Cody Rhodes at Backlash.
Yeah, man. Is this gonna be a rubber match?
I mean, is it technically a rematch? This is really the
It's-
first match in WWE, or second match in WWE, though, isn't it? So
wouldn't it technically be the rubber match?
I know if you have a win and a win, then the third one's the rubber match.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with this, but I think it's gonna be a good match.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm leaning toward I want to see AJ Styles, but I know LA Knight is getting the real push right now.
Right.
And trust me, I like LA Knight too. So either way, which way this goes, it's gonna be cool because I've been wanting to see either or against Cody Rhodes, so works for me.
Yeah, either way, it's going to be a really good matchup in France against Cody Rhodes for the title. I just have a hard time not thinking it's going to be LA Knight. As you said, he's getting that major push. He got a real good opportunity against Roman. Again, kind of screwed out of it because of the bloodline. So now there shouldn't really be interference in a match against Cody. So if he loses to Cody, it should be fair and square. Should.
Yeah.
Keyword should.
Should
Be fair and
Yeah.
square. But I mean, it is. I mean, I kind of get it too. A lot of people would like to see AJ Styles get another title run, especially in his really. I kind of like his new persona as this heel. I know he's been heel before. Basically, he was kind of the heel against Cena, but he wasn't. This is a whole nother level of heel,
This is like
which is interesting.
Yeah, it's like I don't even care about my friends type heel. It's like
Yeah.
he's just like screw everybody, and it's kind of cool to see because he's got that bulldog mentality about him right now, and he'll go in there and hurt somebody.
Yeah.
So
And that's the thing you typically like to see a heel versus a face. As we know, Cody's the face right now. AJ is running a heel story, so it would help make sense to have a heel because as we all know, LA Knight's running a face story right now, especially with his rivalry going with AJ Styles right now. So it'd be a little weird to have a face versus face unless you're going to have a possible turn for either Cody or LA Knight at Backlash.
right.
So
it's gonna be a good match, and either way this goes, it's gonna be really cool, dude.
yes, sir. All right, one more thing from this past Monday night. We have new tag titles, baby! Finally!
Yeah, we do.
No more Raw Tag Team Champions. We now have the World Tag Team Champions. The Awesome Truth is now the World Tag Team Champions. I did appreciate how much confused our Truth was through the whole segment, believing Triple H was Tommaso Ciampa in disguise, or Houdini, however you want to view it,
Yeah.
or both.
He magically put the titles there.
Yeah, I'm like, everybody saw that the titles were sitting there under the black cloth, R-Truth. I mean, come on, bro. It's okay.
I mean, I love it, dude. It makes for good TV. He is just entertaining, and everybody knows, and we all know how, like, talented the man is. He even, as far as a rapper goes, he goes on TikTok sometimes, and he'll sit there and flow for hours, dude. I'm like, what?
Right?
Like, dude, like, you're set once you're done with WWE.
Mm-hmm.
So,
whatever that is, but
right?
hopefully not anytime soon because
No, because it's entertaining.
It's an enjoyment to watch.
Right.
And so I'm looking forward to this. And so obviously we're probably more than likely getting new titles on SmackDown. I'm guessing WWE champs. The tag titles do kind of look like a version of the World Heavyweight title in tag form.
That is the only thing that I'm not liking about this, because, like, I like diversity, dude, and to me what you're doing is pretty much what you did with the Raw and SmackDown titles. Like, they kind of look similar on each side. It's like,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean, they do look cooler. I'll give them that.
Well, then we can probably pretty much assume then that the WWE tag titles, which we're guessing right now is what they're going to be called, will look similar to Cody's championship. In that
But the
aspect.
question is Cody going to change his championship, and then they're going to change the tag titles over there?
Well, obviously they're going to have to change them soon because you don't want to keep them as SmackDown champions. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll maybe get 2 title changes this Friday.
I mean, them idiots can just keep the SmackDown titles. They don't deserve anything else.
Well,
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, Austin Theory and freaking Waller is just
Grayson
like,
Waller,
ugh.
yeah. Or Grayson, whatever it is.
Grayson Waller.
Yeah, Grayson
He's
Waller.
just like, meh.
Yeah. The thing I'm happy about most of all with this is now this will eliminate, because there is going to be a WWE draft later on this month,
Mm-hmm.
ironically after the NFL draft.
Yeah, right?
It was a little weird. I was like, okay. But we don't have to have that weird, awkward swapping of title segments on the following episodes. Because that was just weird and annoying. When you had the Raw Women's Champion, the SmackDown Women's Champion, they had to do a weird title swap and be... And then it's weird because they would cut a promo like they're going to face each other for the titles. It was like, it's not even Survivor Series.
Which would be cool, but, you know, it's like, what's the point?
What is the point? It's like...
So,
So it's like, why are we doing this? So we can avoid that. We can avoid it with the tag titles. We don't have to do a weird switch with those. And so it's like, thank God, because that was annoying.
yeah, it was.
It's like, you know, cut a promo and tell them you're going to fight each other later that night. That's fine, but
Right.
who cares about the titles? We can now just, you're going here, you're going here. We don't have to do a weird, here's your title, here's my title, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That was just weird.
It was weird and just awkward.
Yes.
So.
But back to the tag titles, we also had a number 1 contendership match for the tag titles. It was another 6-pack challenge, wasn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
No, wait, no, it was a triple threat tag
Triple threat tag match.
Triple threat tag match that DIY won. There we go. Say it right.
Yeah.
It took me a second. And they will challenge Awesome Truth. I'm guessing that will probably also be a Backlash as well. That's going to be interesting because now, of course, we'll probably have our Truth wondering why Triple H is fighting him for his tag titles.
Right. It's like, I thought you were retired. What are you doing here?
Right. So that's going to make it interesting. But I'm looking forward to that match. That's going to be actually a good match at Backlash.
It definitely will.
So that's going to be fun. All right.
And it really sucks because, you know, there was a good match against Sami Zayn and Chad Gable at the end of Monday Night Raw for the Intercontinental title.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Sami's first defense in Montreal. So, you know, it was a homecoming for him. And at the end of the night, Chad Gable decided he was going to attack Sami Zayn. So
I saw that coming. It just happened later than I thought.
Yeah.
I really thought it was going to happen at Mania.
Yeah.
It just didn't. They just waited till 2 Mondays after. But I knew it was coming. You could just feel Chad was not thrilled with it at all. That he wasn't the one taking on and taking down Gunther.
I mean, because Chad was set to do it, I thought, but I mean, they chose Sammy over him, and that's what you get. So
Yep.
somebody's gonna get angry about it, and now that starts a good rivalry. So there you go.
Yes, sir. All right, so let's go ahead and switch gears and let's do a little bit of football.
Okay.
So like we said, we have the draft next week. Really looking forward to it. Both of our teams got. Well, actually, our teams have back-to-back picks if no trades happen.
Yeah.
I pick at 19, you pick at 20. A lot of experts have my team taking a a defensive lineman, because obviously we're kind of needing one now that Aaron Donald retired.
Yeah.
So it makes me sad.
I'm sorry, bro.
Okay.
I'm really sorry, man.
Can we just find someone who has half his talent? If we can get half his talent, I'll be okay.
Right.
Just half. I don't need 75%. I know I ain't gonna get the full thing. Just give me half. He'll take half. You guys got a lot of options you could go. I know you guys are gonna be looking at corner. You need offensive line help.
We need receivers.
You could use another receiver. So right now, if I'm you though, there's a really good center from the University of Oregon coming out this year. Jackson Powers Johnson would be kind of cool. Anchoring your line for the next 10 to 12 years.
Definitely, dude, because we definitely, that line is what we need, brother. Especially Najee Harris. I mean, if you can set up the run game, then that sets up Russell for play action and all sorts of stuff. So
yeah.
I'm really excited to see him get another shot with a new team. Because I don't totally think that he's a horrible quarterback.
Yeah.
I just think he was in a bad situation. But I'm just a little worried because I'm afraid that he's really on the back half of his career, and we're just kind of, taking a big cap hit from, well, not really taking a big cap hit because he took the minimum deal, but if they go to re-sign him, we will take a big cap hit.
Yeah.
And, I really would like him to maybe groom Justin Fields, bring him along, and then right off into the sunset.
Right.
Something, dude. So.
Yeah, that would be probably best if you guys can just hopefully watch Justin Fields develop this year,
Mm-hmm.
and then just go ahead and re-sign him rather than Russ, because Russ's re-signing is going to be expensive no matter which way you look at it.
Right.
Would be better, so it'd be better off for y'all to actually let him go with the younger guy who you can still kind of work a contract. You can even re-sign Fields to a 1-year deal to be like, hey, this is your opportunity. You show us what you got, or you're gone.
Yeah.
The following year, so you can do that. Be like, hey, you want the bag? We'll give it to you if you prove yourself this year.
I still can't believe they got rid of Kenny, dude. But Kenny wanted out. He didn't want to play second fiddle, but then he goes to Philadelphia, where he's still playing second fiddle.
Yeah, but according to Kenny, he felt like he was lied to. He kind of felt like he was supposed to compete with Russell. Then it found out later on that Russell basically is the starter, and so he kind of felt a little disrespected. But if you're going to go sit, you might as well sit that you knew you're going to go sit.
I guess that's true, but you got to kind of look at his numbers too, and the fact that he didn't really play that well this year. In fact, Mason Rudolph did better than him.
A little better than him, yeah.
And a little bit better than Mitch Trubisky. So
yeah,
it's kind of crappy. I really was hoping he would be our next franchise quarterback, but
yeah,
it is what it is, man, and we're moving on.
Yeah, also, there's gonna be some still talented not wide receivers, some still talented quarterbacks that could be there around 20. You might take a look at them. You got Michael Penix Jr. from Washington. There's still potential Bo Nix could fall all the way that far.
I would love Bo Nix, man. Bo Nix it'd just be great to get him because he's just got one of them minds, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he studies the game like nobody else. So.
And again, he's pretty mobile.
He's mobile, and he's played in every condition there is to play in. So I think he would do just fine. Okay, when we used to have to worry about the dogs, now we worry about my cat. Come here.
Rude cat.
Come on up here. Come on.
And of course, in the NFL, with the top of the draft, we're looking at pretty much 3 straight quarterbacks. There's a possibility, the first time ever, we could have 4 straight quarterbacks taken in the first round this year, which will be interesting to see. Caleb Williams is pretty much guaranteed to go first overall to the Bears, unless some team just blows them away with a trade option. And, I don't know who would it be. It would have to basically, I guess, be Minnesota. Minnesota would have to basically, and I don't know if they'd even be willing to get Minnesota's draft picks because that's an in rival. in-division rival, so I don't think they want to do that.
Maybe he'll get us some views. What's up, dude?
Right, now we'll get some people in.
My mascot.
Don't look at me like that, grumpy butt.
He loves you too.
I know, but he doesn't have to glare at me.
You glaring at you because pet me, love
I
me.
want to pet you.
Alright, anyways, we gotta get back to what we're doing, dude.
Yes, sir. So Caleb's supposed to go number 1 pretty much. From a lot of sources that a lot of people are hearing from the sports world, preferably Colin Cowherd because Cowherd's the man. Jaden Daniels will go 2, and then more than likely New England's either going to draft Drake May or trade out, and someone's going to pick up Drake May. And then, surprisingly, J.J. McCarthy from Michigan has climbed up the draft boards for a lot of people and could go 4th if Arizona's willing to trade out.
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens with this. It's always fun around draft time because, there's always some surprises that you're never gonna know what's gonna happen. Somebody trades up.
Yeah.
All sorts of stuff. So I'm excited, man.
I wouldn't
wait for this.
I wouldn't be surprised if we break the record for most trades in the first round.
Right.
Because there's a lot of good talent. A lot besides quarterback. There's good defensive men. There's good wide receivers. Well, great wide receivers.
Yeah.
And I don't care. I don't know why people are sleeping on Troy Franklin. I know it's a little bit homerish to me, but he was one of the top receivers last year in the nation, and yet he's being treated like he's barely a first rounder. And I'm like, I don't get that. He ran really well at the combine. He didn't do so great in one of their things, but the rest of the drills he did really awesome at. So I'm like, why is he not considered a mid to...
I mean, is he injury prone?
No, he's not really injury prone.
Is he having problems with his academics? Is there something going on?
Not that I've heard of.
Something going on we may not know about?
Could be.
They do look at everything when they go to draft someone. So.
That's true, but I'm just saying, it just seems really weird that he is not considered at least a mid-round pick to me.
Right.
Because he is a talented wide receiver that, either one of us would be lucky to have, even though my team's kind of pretty good at wide receiver for now. I know you really could use another one. But I swear, y'all let Troy go to Kansas City, you're all going to regret it if Troy goes to Kansas City. Because that's what it looks like he might end up at, is in Kansas City.
Well, and that'd be good for him, dude.
Oh, great for him. But a lot of teams in the NFL would be like, why didn't we let Troy Franklin go to Kansas City?
Right? I mean, but it'd be a perfect spot for him. And I know that Mahomes needs a real number 1 besides, Kelsey. Because Kelsey's going to get hurt if they keep doing what they're doing with him.
Right, and we don't know the status of Rashee Rice, who got in that car accident in Dallas.
Right.
So, and what his legal matters will be this upcoming season, whether or not the NFL will take action in suspending him. So,
unfortunately, yeah.
So, they're going to need another receiver, very obviously. Will you quit rubbing on me?
I know. I think he went and got the kitty nip, and he's extra lovey right now. Because when he gets the kitty nip, then he's like, hey, love me. He turns into a weirdo.
Yeah. After he cujoed his way in through the door.
Like, seriously, we usually worry about dogs, but...
The cat just was like,
but my cat is...
I'm here now. Love me.
He's demanding.
Yeah, so. He is. All right, so one little football thing we still got to go over. Michigan was hit with a probation this year. They're going to have 3 years probation, are going to be receiving a fine, all stemming from not unsportsman. I'm busy. Excuse you, I'm busy. Lord, have mercy. Thanks for making me lose my train of thought. Turd. Michigan. Okay, so impermissible visitations during the so-called COVID dead period with recruiting. I mean, because Michigan was so brass about how they were doing recruiting before COVID, it seems like that was kind of like you only went after them. Because I guarantee other schools contacted recruits during the COVID dead period.
Yeah.
That's all it seems like. It seems like it's just a witch hunt. I'm so sick and tired of the NCAA. I'm ready for them to just go away.
Aren't they eventually going away?
We keep hoping, but they still survive somehow, and it's just ridiculous. But so 3 years probation, show cause for for any college who wants to try to hire Harbaugh. Like Harbaugh's coming back to college anytime soon. He just got an NFL gig. He's gonna go try to win a Super Bowl, so that way his brother can stop hoarding that over him. And you know what the best thing is, if he manages to win a Super Bowl, which I kind of hope he does, because I'd love to see Herbert win one, just because of that. But in my aspect though, if you're John Harbaugh though, aren't you still gonna be like, yeah, but this ring I got because I beat you. I don't care that you have one. I beat you.
Yeah, that's what we'll turn into, because it's always a sibling rivalry, dude.
Right.
No matter what, if one's got one over on them, they'll do it.
That's right. So it's like, he's going to be like, yeah, but I'm a national champion coach and a Super Bowl coach. I'm like, yeah, but I beat this. This is when I got beating your butt in the Super Bowl. So I don't care.
Right.
Then watch John just go down to college and then go win a national championship at some college. Oregon. Sorry. My bad. There's my bias showing again.
As usual.
Yeah. Obviously, my bias is always showing. I mean, you could do it for Florida. I mean, you know.
I mean, yeah, but...
If he wants a real challenge, he can go to Florida, because that's going to be a challenge.
Yeah, you're going to have to, like, scrap that old team.
Okay, I love you too, but can you stop?
This is weird, bro. Like, bro, so you got to find something to do. Go that way.
Alright, you want to go ahead and bring our baseball standings back up?
Sure, hold on.
And I'll deal with your cat.
Yeah, I might want to kick him out of here, because he's...
Go on. Go get your mama. Go get your mama. Don't you yell at me.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing?
Just a moment here. Technical difficulties with the cat.
Yeah, my cat is crazy, and when he wants love, he will...
His
Go
mama
nuts.
should come get him.
Okay.
Go away. Go get mama. Mama loves you.
Here we go.
Mama's gonna feed you.
Come
Mama
here,
gonna
bud.
feed you.
Come here. Come on. Come up here.
All right. So the baseball standings so far this season, we have the American League East. The Yankees are on top of that division by half game over the Orioles at 13-6 to 12-6. The Rays are in third place at 10-8. The Blue Jays are 10-9, tied with the Red Sox for fourth place. So there you go on the East. The Central is the Guardians. Lead that one. It's so weird to call them the Guardians.
It's still weird, bro.
It's-
I don't understand it, but, you know, we don't want to offend anybody, so let's keep going.
Indians lead that division by a half game. The Kansas City Royals are behind them directly at 12-7. The Tigers are 10-8, 2 games back. Twins are 6-11, 5.5 back. And the White Sox are 3-15, 9 games back. In the American League East, or West, sorry.
Oh, what's up, brother? How you doing?
What's up? I'm giving questions to people on live, so is that okay? Sure.
Sure.
Sassy? Who's sassy? Does that say sassy? Sassy kid? It says sassy cat.
Oh, sassy cat.
Are you sure? Go Rays.
Let's see, where are they at?
You're in third.
It's all good. Third place, not bad.
I know it's early in the season.
It's
I'm just giving
really
you a hard
early
time.
in the season, so...
Just giving them a hard time. Because that is what I do. Give people hard times. Because my team's playing like crap. Even though we are in the lead in the division. Anyway, so... What?
Mike Ortez.
Who?
I don't know, they just joined the group.
Okay, hi.
How's it going?
In the National League East, we have the Braves up 2 games over Philadelphia. The Braves are 12-5. Phillies 11-8. The Mets are 10-8, 2.5 back. Nationals are 8-10. And they won today, beating my Dodgers 2-0. Stupid balls. Anyway, so the Marlins are 4-15 and 9 games back. I don't know what's going on with the Marlins. They've been having these up and down seasons lately. Like they're doing good enough to make the playoffs, and then next year they suck. And they get back up and almost in the playoffs, and then they suck again. It's like, what in the world? Pick what you're doing. Are you building into a
They're
contender?
hot, then they're cold. Oh.
Or are you building into a contender, or are you just tricking your fans into coming into Miami all the time? What's your deal? It's tricking the fans into coming into Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Not doing great, so
You're not doing what?
I'm reading some mics.
Yeah, our pitching's not doing great so far. It's still early. I know how you feel. My team's pitching sucks too. That's because our good pitcher is out. He's only batting this year, not pitching. And then our other good pitcher is old and hasn't pitched yet this season. And then our other pitcher, I think, just is about to get off the injured list and hopefully start pitching. So hopefully reinforcements are on the way for the Dodgers. Anyway, so the Brewers lead the Central Division at 11-6. The Cubs are doing pretty well, 11-7, a half game back. Pirates are 11-8, a game back. The Reds are at 500, 9-9, 2.5 back. And the Cardinals are 9-10, 3 games back. I don't care what anyone says, and I know last year wasn't that great. But watch out for the Cardinals, man. They just do things, and they just show up, and it's freaking crazy and scary, all in one. All right, so my Dodgers lead the NL, or our Dodgers. Sorry, I'm not used to him being a Dodger fan still.
Man,
it throws me off.
I can't help it. I don't like cheaters, and
I know.
try and stay away from all that. So
Hence why he's no longer an Astros fan. I mean, a Red Sox fan.
really, bro,
I had to do it. Come on, let me get one little dig in there. Just
I know you don't like the Stros either, right?
That's for sure. Freaking cheaters. It was really weird to be okay with Dusty Baker getting his one World Series, but then also being mad the Astros won the World Series. It was really weird. All right, so the Dodgers lead the West. Padres are a game back. Diamondbacks are 2 back at 9-10. Giants are 8-11, 3 back, and the Rockies are 4-15, 7 back. Rockies, I don't know what to tell you guys. You just whatever.
They're having too much fun up there.
I guess probably.
Too much fun in Colorado.
Okay, that freaked me out for a second. I thought I had the other phone.
What?
I thought I had that phone. I'm like, oh crap! I backed out a clapper. Maybe I got into the catnip.
What is he doing? He's sleeping. He's got his head upside down. He's sleeping here.
Wow. Anyways, moving on. So there's your baseball update for now. We'll talk more baseball soon. All right. Let's talk some basketball, sir.
Let's
you
do
looking
it. I think that's Billy. What's up, Billy? How you doing? From 3T and all that good stuff. What's up, brother?
Wait, who's he asking who has any favorite songs? Is he asking us?
What is it?
Someone's asking, oh, and do you have any favorite songs? You asking us for song if we like any songs?
She might have done, but I'm answering questions.
Oh, okay. So Tara's taking care of it.
Under the Bridge, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Hey, there you go.
It's really hard because also like, I won't back down from Tom Petty. It's almost a dead heat.
Dude, I can't believe you haven't wanted to go over there and see his house yet.
Because I don't want to cry. I don't want to ugly cry at Tom Petty's house.
Well, I want to see you ugly cry at Tom Petty's house.
And I want to beat you with a stick.
Let's go do it. It'd be fun.
So if I get ugly cry at Tom Petty's house, I get to beat you with a stick?
Yep.
Okay.
Just as long as I get to record the whole thing. I'll even let Tara record you beating me with the ugly stick. I don't care.
Sweet. And I'm going to be yelling pinata as I hit you. Pinata! 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 Go viral and get canceled for beating the guy in the wheelchair. With a stick. You are my Jose Jalapeno. Get back here! I'm going to put you on a stick.
Alright.
Alright, so basketball. Here we go. So the NBA playoffs are nearly set. 2 teams won last night. That would be the Lakers, who officially took over the 7th seed, will take on the Denver Nuggets. Ay, Chihuahua, not again.
Yeah,
We just did this last year. We don't want to do it again. And then the Pelicans will take on the winners of the second game last night, the Kings, for the chance to take over the 8th spot and take on Oklahoma City. Tonight's games, I believe, have already been underway. I can't remember who was playing tonight.
I don't know either. You want me to look it up?
Yeah, that's my bad. I should have wrote that down so I had that. It's Miami and somebody. I know that one. I think it's Miami and Chicago. It's really, you want to know it's really weird while he's doing that? I can't believe the Magic are in the playoffs. After, what was it? Just like last year, I was talking so much smack about the team and how I thought the team needed to be sold and everything else.
Are you sure it's not the 76ers, bro?
Is that game already going?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Heat Sixers, which right now, 37 seconds left. Sixers are up 3. All right, so the winner will get. I believe the winner of that game will be the 7th seed, and then do you have the other game?
What's the other game?
I don't know. So I knew it was the Heat and Sixers, and I believe so. I thought it was Heat and Bulls, but I guess it was Sixers. NBA games. Click it. Hawks Bulls. Hawks Bulls is the other game. Okay. Winner of that will take on the loser of Heat Sixers for the 8th seed. There we go.
Interesting.
So I mean, this playoffs is going to be interesting. Our Lakers, I should say, are going to be lucky if they can even beat Denver. I don't see it happening. So probably one series and done for our Lakers, unfortunately. I at least hope this year we don't get swept.
Yeah, that would be nice.
So if we can avoid being swept, we can get at least, I'd like 2 games.
Yeah.
Don't have to win 3 and make it go to Game 7. Can we just make it go to Game 6? Just give me to Game 6.
You don't want it to go to Game 7 because you're afraid you're going to have a heart attack if you have to watch that game.
Probably.
That's pretty much it, dude.
But that's besides the point.
Yeah.
That's besides the point. Anyways, so that's what I would like to see, is not get swept, but also not win only 1. Just give me at least 2. If you can do 3 and give me a heart attack in Game 7, we'll take it, I guess. But or at least if you get to Game 7, get blown out in Game 7, then I'll be okay. Because then I'm like, I won't have the heart attack because I'm like, you freaking just suck. I'm tired of watching it. Off.
There you go.
All right. But the sad thing is, did we just witness the end of the Warriors dynasty as they got shellacked last night by the Kings by, what was it, 24 points?
Yikes, bro. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, it's an aging team, dude, so, we've got to see a lot of them versus the Lakers, them versus whoever else they've been against. You know what I'm saying? We've seen the Warriors for a lot of times going into the finals, all that. So, I mean, it sucks because I love Curry. I think he is still, going to be one of the all-time greats by the time he's done. But it's about done for the whole dynasty there.
Right. I mean, it's really sucky. A lot of people are believing they should wholesale get rid of everybody but Curry.
Yeah.
Just rebuild the whole team. Try one more time. Try that LeBron James trade again.
Oh, you want LeBron out? LeBron, what?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get that.
Let's get that out of the way.
Get that done and gone. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Anyways, but that's besides the point. I mean, I feel bad for Curry because it's like he's not finishing on top. I just don't know if he can finish on top now. Because I don't know if they can build a good enough team around him to give him one more true shot at 5.
We'll see what happens, bro. But it is very sad, somber to think about because, I mean, it was kind of like Kansas City for us. If we weren't rooting for our teams, that's who we were rooting for. So.
Right. Our team's gone and eliminated. Yeah. Warriors. It's like Rams, Steelers are gone. Kansas City Chiefs.
Yep.
Ironically, both technically Indian teams.
Nice.
See, we support you. Dang it. We want the... Never mind. I'm not getting canceled for wanting that
Just don't go political on this, bro. Don't go political.
back. Speaking of politics,
Here we go. Oops. Did I say that?
just kidding. But actually, something that is bad. Jonte Parker banned for life after it finds out that he was involved with a gambling scheme on NBA games. Not really even a player, not a good player, by the way. Not even a role player. Just a guy who played on the bench and kind of just did his thing. Maybe gave you 5 points. I believe he averaged maybe like 5.2 points in like 8 to 9 minutes a game. Involved in a gambling scandal.
Yikes, bro.
Banned for life.
Not good, not good.
I mean, you're not even like Pete Rose good, bro. You're not even like one of the greats. You're just a dude. So, and you made it to the NBA.
Well, maybe that's he knew he wasn't that great, so maybe that's why he was betting.
Well, maybe then he thought, well, because I'm such a good player and you're betting
unseen, so no one's gonna really care,
pay attention or care. So, but somebody at the sports books went, wait a minute. This guy put down $800,000 that this player was not going to make his stats, a minimum of our stats, and won $1.1 million. Something's not right here.
Right?
How would he know that and put down? See, the problem is your notorious NBA bettor who you said to let them know that, hey man, bet against me and get in the stat line because guess what? I ain't even going to play. So, put down the bet. The problem was he put down $800,000 on you to not play, or make your stat lines. Like that was the red flag. It's
that's a red flag right there, and that's just,
it's like, dude,
that's just like giving yourself away, dude. It's like, really, bro, like
it's absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you get people that like criminals and stuff just. They do stupid things, and they get caught because they're stupid about the way they do stuff.
Right.
So, there you go.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Just nuts.
Yeah, so banned for life. Way to go. Made it to the NBA only to get banned for life.
I mean,
Absolutely
he had a good
insane.
paycheck. I mean, I'd imagine, you know what I'm saying?
You think, but it is what it is. All right, so let's end this on a good note.
Let's do that.
The WNBA had its highest rated view for their draft in their history on Monday night when they had Caitlin Clark go number 1 overall to the Indiana Fever. This draft was actually had a lot of good players. You had Angel Reese from LSU. Unfortunately, I really don't know other people's because I only knew Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark due to their rivalry from last year's tournament. When Angel Reese did the whole "you can't see me" to Caitlin Clark, after LSU ended up destroying them in the national championship game from last year. Caitlin would then get her revenge this year in the NCAA tournament, only to turn around to lose to the juggernaut that is South Carolina, who won their championship.
It's really cool to see women's sports getting such a highlight and people actually paying attention because these ladies really know what they're doing, man.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really cool to see, and it's as a dad and having a kid that's so tall.
Right.
It kind of gives you hope that maybe if she decided to get into something like that, she has a chance to do something with it further. So
We'll nickname her Sasquatch.
I already call her Amazon, and she gets me that look like, oh, how dare you, Dad?
Right.
So
We'll start calling her Sasquatch. Get your feet any bigger, child. I'm gonna call you Sasquatch. Anyways, but yeah, this is great. Well, what helps the women is the fact that these talented young ladies are also staying in college for more than a year.
yeah,
Because the NBA's one and done deals, you're not really getting a name for yourself because other than highlights on SportsCenter. You got to if you want a fan base, you really got to stay in college longer, which is where I think the NIL will eventually help basketball in that college basketball, at least in that sense, because I could go into the NBA. If I'm lucky, I might be a role player coming off the bench, maybe 6-man, or I could possibly be a starter, but you're on a starter on a possibly a crap team, or I could build a legacy at Duke, Kentucky, North Carolina, Kansas, Villanova. Villanova is a name, not a college.
Yeah.
Dingling. Or any of these other, blue blood schools, UCLA Bruins, any of them, and then you can build your legacy there, make money because of the NIL deals that you can get now, and then come out into the NBA and then make up for what you really wouldn't have gotten with the NBA but you still make great money as an NIL guy.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's really what it's about, right?
Yep.
So,
Because, they're talking about this year's NBA draft. The first 4 players are all going to be foreign-born players. I don't know any of them.
what I love about this, too, is like you said, they're building dynasties. So when they come up to the WNBA or whatever, they're going to be already established. And like you said, you're going to get more people interested in what's going on.
Right, because then you'll have people who want to follow the careers of these young ladies.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, well, look how good she was in college. Well, let's see how good she is in the WNBA against professional female athletes.
Right.
And then you're going to be like, okay, that's great. You hope it's going great. Because, to me, in my time, because I'm sorry, I'm not, the WNBA has only been around, we've been around longer than the WNBA, technically.
Yeah.
So the women who really started this, upwave of women's sports, Cheryl Miller, Cheryl Swoops, and all them, was in the late 80s, early 90s, and they didn't really have a league. Swoops was still young enough where she got to play in the WNBA for a little bit, but didn't have a long-lasting career because she was already kind of up there in age. But then, so really, the whole thing really started for us with Diana Taurasi, who was a fantastic player, and now you're seeing more women who are becoming really talented at the game, and now you're getting more. You're getting, like I said, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, and it's just going to keep building. And I think eventually you'll see the fan base really start pushing for the WNBA, because now they're already talking about how they're going to look into expanding their league, which is going to be great for them, but you're going to have to get the fan base. Well, you're going to have to get it from the females in college who are doing really well and becoming popular there, and bringing them up.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool to watch this, dude, because, it's already, you can feel it changing, so it's awesome.
Yes, sir. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that grows. I'm looking forward to seeing, of course, the NFL draft next week.
Yes,
Wrestling, of course, is going great. Baseball, we're early stages, baby, but we got to get going.
We got all summer for that.
That's going to be a long one. UFL's doing pretty good. We're going to probably get ready to switch gears and when we do our football talks, because we're going to hit that dead period with the NFL, because basically after the draft next week, after that, we're in a kind of a dead period, and really until the schedule releases, and then after that, it's just basically we're waiting on training camp to start.
Yeah, man.
And preseason.
I can't wait. I like every bit of everything that's coming up. There's so much going on in sports right now. If you're paying attention, it's good stuff. So
yeah,
pay attention, guys.
All right, absolutely. Pay attention because it's getting good. And wrestling, it's finally getting really good. And of course, you're trying to quit.
I'm trying to quit.
You would just try to quit, wouldn't you?
I guess I would.
Quitter. Surprised mine hasn't. Well, I started mine before yours.
Right.
That's weird. Anyways, so this is going to be. So pay attention to sports for us. We'll have more for you. Like we said, next week is going to be our draft special. Like I said, we're going to break down the teams. I know we did a little bit with our teams, but we're going to break down the rest of the 30 teams that are left in the league. We're not going to just sit here and be.
We're not going to be
horrific
the whole time.
I might be.
The whole time.
I might be, but that's just because it's me and I love my Rams. I love my team. It's my dad's team. It's my team. I just love my team. It's technically your team. You kind of like them, sort of.
I do like them, and that's because as being kids, we watched them together. So it is what it is.
Basically held the metaphorical gun to your head and say you're a Rams fan, fool, and you're like, okay, again, don't kill me.
Actually, I started watching with you in the Kurt Warner era, so
Greatest show on turf,
that
baby.
was freaking amazing to watch.
Yeah, greatest show on
And
turf.
that's kind of what got me stuck with the Rams. I was like, okay, they're really cool.
Yep.
So
And then you had to deal with our Mark Bulger and not so great era, and then
Yeah, I got to hear about that.
Bradford.
I got to hear
bullshit.
about Sam Bradford for how many years? Was it 2, 3?
Oh my god!
And he whined the whole freaking time. So
Did not want him,
just hoping he would get hurt. Just
And he did
hoping
all
they'd
the time.
trade him.
and then we traded
You
him.
were just hoping he would get hurt enough where he couldn't even get back on the field. That's the truth of it.
Yeah, and then he played like crap in Philadelphia, and he didn't do that great in Minnesota. And guess what? That was the end of his career. But he got $50 million for basically doing nothing in the NFL.
Well, you know, it is what it is.
Bullshit. That's what it is. Bullshit. This is bullshit. What? What is it? This is bullshit. That's what it is. Bullshit.
Well, it's been fun, dude, and I can't wait to do this again next week.
Yes, sir.
You know, there's so much going on that it's going to be fun to just keep going with this. And I hope everybody has enjoyed and jumps in, says hi, and
Yes, sir.
all that good stuff. So
Absolutely. So be sure to tune in next week when we do our NFL draft special. If we cannot make it out to Jacksonville next week, I plan on doing a live during the draft. I'm sure if I'm doing it, he will probably also jump on his and do it as well, because we will be watching the draft one way or another. We'd like to be doing it in Jacksonville. We might still even go live for a little bit in Jacksonville. I don't know what the rules are for that, and I don't want to get in trouble for it. So
that's true.
we might just hop on there before the actual draft starts so we don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
And then we'll just go from there. But we'll keep you all informed. And now I'm quitting.
And now you're quitting.
Look at my phone. My phone's like, I quit now. Hang on. Where are you at? There you are. Okay. There we go. Okay. So we appreciate y'all stopping in. Be sure to tune in next week. And as always, keep on talking sports. All right.